One trade can change everything.
Hello everybody, welcome to today's market update. We're going to do a brief recap of the live stream from earlier today and just go over like what we're going to be looking for in to close this week and then into next week, right? So we'll try to keep this as brief as possible. So I did get this setup going here where we were going to look to long down in this zone here. And that was going to be based off of this wedge trade. And we can see that we broke out of that wedge. But I've seen this happen before, and typically you can end up almost just drawing another line here, and you can see that it still could be forming some of that wedge, that wedge formation if we kind of get that move down into here, say Friday morning, sometime in sometime before Friday market close. Put in some kind of a weekend range here, and then from there start to sort of see this play out, at the very least to, our take profit one here, and maybe even our take profit two at this point, right? So something like that. And then from there, I would definitely be looking for a continuation to the downside, given, my at the very least, my final target is this H12 order block between, 20,800 and 21,200. And then, as you guys know, I have an even lower target of about 19.2 that I'm keeping my eye on as well. So this is one trade that I've been eyeing here. We're gonna go ahead and hide some of this stuff. The other long trade, if we were to just simply fall through here, and not get that setup, we would be looking to the H12 order block, down here, which put my stop loss below this low over here, look for a move down here, find support in this zone, for then at the very least a back test of this channel and maybe even back into the midline. And then from there, we would look for, we would have to update and kind of see where we're going to be at from there, right? Let's see. In addition, I have one short that I would be willing to take, and that would be I'll just draw it out again. That would be a short from the sideways range. If we were to get back into this zone here, I would look for a short again, just simply, targeting all these lows, right? I would look to sweep these lows here and then have continuation down to that H12 order block. I'm really, really crazy about this zone here, and looking for price to reach it. But right now, like a lot of people are reaching out to me and feeling very, back and forth on positions. And really, guys, there isn't a whole lot going on. There's no reason to be, going back and forth on your positions. I'm short, right now. This is the trade that I was talking about, by the way. If we were to get kind of into this zone, something like this, I'd look to enter and then trade it back down with my stop loss above the previous high. But as far as things go in here, like I'm short up here from this zone, actually pretty much the Pico top. I've taken some profits along the way down. I'm holding my short position with my stop loss slightly higher up, and I don't have any intention of closing it until we get down here and we hit my long here or my long from the wedge that we went over previously, right? Because at the end of the day here, we have our let's go ahead and just very briefly put this up. We have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are looking for an ABC like this or an ABC like this, right? And it doesn't even have to come up this high, let's say, but I drew this quite a while ago before then. I mean, even something like this would be just fine. Okay, so one of these two scenarios, and then continuation to the upside, or at the very least, some kind of a nice pump, giving us either this B wave or continuation, and we'll know based on whether or not we break through some of these resistance points and either turn down or continue to the upside. The last thing I will show you guys, and this is kind of a little treat, is this harmonic. This is a really cool harmonic. You can see I have this little zone here. We have this possible harmonic forming here. And I really, really, really like it a lot. I really like this harmonic a lot. The thing about it is that the D wave can be put in anywhere in this green rectangle, right? The catch is that we're going to look for the D wave to get put in at about Tuesday, March 14th, somewhere kind of in this time frame, right? So what does this tell us? Well, that tells us if, we all of a sudden get a massive move down tomorrow, to, here, and we keep going down like this, well, that might mean that it's a little bit lower, right? Because we didn't quite hit our time frame. Like if we were just to suddenly drop through to here, well, it's probably likely that we go lower around that time frame then. So it's just something to keep an eye on. But as I'm looking at this, like this looks good. I mean, this looks really good for us to get like that move down here for that that long, the wedge long, also the bottom of that rising channel, get the move up, and then come back down. Let's go ahead and just very briefly draw that out. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I want to take a brief look at ETH as well. Let's see. I need the local range, local up. So something like this. Right? Is kind of what, as far as time frames go, that this would sort of be what, I would be looking for, is something kind of like this. Where we can get this long here, maybe some kind of a move up to the upside, and then a massive cascade down, hit this D wave kind of around that time frame that we're looking to hit it, down to this daily, untapped daily, right, as well as the H12 order block here. And then that's where we can look for kind of a bigger long position with some harmonic targets, right? So we'll have to play this by ear and kind of see how that's all going to play out. But it's just a little bit of a bonus thing to keep an eye on. ETH, again, I'm getting a lot of, it's pumping. What are we going to do? Should we short? Should we long? And, the fact of the matter is we've, as a group, I think we've traded this really, really well, right? We're range bound. We have these two trend lines coinciding here. We shorted here, took profit here, took profit here, compounded that short here, took profit here, did not take profit here. I compounded again here, and now simply I'm going to look to take profit here and then follow through with the rest of the trade plan that I had originally to bring us down to range lows, right? And at that point, I am going to leave a runner because my goal, ideally, is to reach. Let's go on to a daily time frame. My goal here is to reach this zone here, and it's right around that March 14th, whatever, where I'm looking for kind of a bottom on BTC for that harmonic. That also falls in line with kind of this zone here, when everything sort of comes together, right? So this would be a really nice sort of move down, move up, come back down, and then from here we can have continuation to the upside, or we simply break down and we look for longs lower. Okay. So we'll go ahead and leave it at that. It's been very, very simple. We've had so many great trades. If in the off chance, in my opinion, the off chance we do get that move up here, we do have a short setup here in the Discord. You guys can go ahead and take a look at it. It's something that I've had set up for a while now. I think, yeah, since back here you can see it. I'll just go ahead and move these over. But yeah, just kind of looking for some kind of a position like this. I would take this short trade if we did get that pump. I personally don't think that's the case, but it's good to be prepared for all the scenarios. Well, that's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, I am on holiday. I'm going to be gone tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I may be somewhat active here and there in the Discord, but otherwise I'm going to be on a beach sipping on some cocktails, enjoying my holiday. So I will be back on Monday with some updates, and then we'll just be back on our usual schedule. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Enjoy your weekend. If you have any questions, feel free to ask while I'm still around. Otherwise, we will see you next Monday.